Hello and welcome once again to Karimbu. We are learning. Karimbu, we are always reading. This is a new quiz show in town where everybody is a winner. And as usual, before we meet our contestants, we have a segment which I call Once Upon a Time, where I take a random date on the calendar and tell you something of significance that happened in Ghana's history at that time. In today's episode of Once Upon a Time, we go back in history, not to a particular day, but a period in time, May and June 1979. On May 15, 1979, there was an arrest in Ghana. A very young Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings was arrested together with several junior military officers for attempting to overthrow the government of the Supreme Military Council. General Achampong, who had been head of state since 1972, had been deposed by his own military in what was described as a palace coup that had happened in 1978. The head of state then, in May 1979, was General Akufu. Flight Lieutenant Rawlings was accused of treason. He was alleged to have attempted to overthrow the government. He and his accomplices were put on trial, and Ghanaians were all very interested in the story. As the trial went on, Flight Lieutenant Rawlings won the hearts of many Ghanaians as he accepted all the blame and tried to exonerate his accomplices. As the days went on, Rawlings became more and more popular with the Ghanaian public, and on the 4th of June there was a jailbreak and Rawlings was freed from custody. His fellow officers had broken into the jail and freed him, and he went on to lead the June 4th revolution that occurred on the same day. During the fighting that went on June 4th, many people died. This included Major General Odate Wellington. A body called the AFRC, or Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, was set up to govern the country. The AFRC started what it called a house cleaning exercise against corruption. People who were deemed by the AFRC to have been corrupt had their properties seized. But that was not all. Many others were killed. Several senior army officers, including 3 former military heads of state, were executed by firing squad on June 16th and 26th, 1979. General Afrifa, who had been head of state more than a decade earlier, was among them. Achampong, who had been deposed in 1978, and General Akufu, who was the current head of state, were also executed. Others who were not heads of state but were senior military officers were also killed. Major General Robert Kote, Army Commander, Colonel Roger Feli, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Air Vice Marshal Boachi, Air Force Commander, and Rear Admiral Joy Amedumi, Navy Commander. Border Guard Commander Major General E.K. Utuka was also among them. Many Ghanaian young people supported the AFRC policies, but most people were very sad at the killings. Before the coup, elections had already been scheduled, and the AFRC maintained that schedule. Therefore, in September 1979, elections were held, and the People's National Party of President Liman won the elections. And that was the beginning of the Third Republic. Now, can we go over to the set to meet our bright and eager young contestants for another episode of Karimbu. Welcome once again to Karimbu, the new quiz show in town. It has now reached a very, very exciting stage. We're in the semi-finals and I can feel the excitement myself. As you know, we've been on the air now for several weeks. We started with a preliminary contest with 27 contestants, And from the 27 contestants who were put in groups of 3, we were able to generate 9 semi-finalists. We are now in the semi-final stage, and very soon we shall be in the finals. The contestants are doing very well and winning handsome prizes. And as I've told you before, Karimbu means reading or learning in Dagbani, and we are trying to inspire our children to read and to learn more and more, especially about Ghana and Africa. And all the information, all the questions in the quiz come from information found in these 2 books. Speaking of Africa, did you know that? And speaking of Ghana, did you know that? These books contain lots of information upon which the whole quiz is based. So I'm happy now to welcome you once again to Karimbu. But before I invite our contestants, let's go to our friend, a lovely girl I call AAA. Her name is Alicia Alima Al-Hassan, and she is going to tell us, or remind us rather, of what the handsome prizes are for the winners.
Karimbu, everybody is a winner. There's 200 cedis as a token prize for the winner of each preliminary contest and 100 cedis as a consolation prize for runners-up. In the final round, the points become money. Each semi-final point is worth 10 Ghana cedis, but the winner gets the maximum amount of 1,000 Ghana cedis, no matter how many points back. The final contest is where the winner gets a whopping 5,000 Ghana cedis, and the runners-up get 50 Ghana cedis for each point they get. In the semi-finals and finals, the more points you win, the more money you get. Everyone who competes in Karimbu is a winner.
Welcome back. We've heard from AAA, and it is very exciting, isn't it? Well, it's my pleasure now to welcome the 3 contestants. These 3 contestants are semi-finalists. They've gone through the preliminary stage, and each of them won the contest that they took part in. So please, contestants, can you come on stage? Welcome, 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 welcome. You're welcome on the set of Karimbu. Once again, congratulations for getting into the semi-finals. Well done. And I wish all of you the best of luck. Today we have Ambrose Clenham in red. Welcome, Ambrose. And in gold, we have Robert Lawson, and in green, we have Rita Amuzu. You've now got to the semi-final stage. Now, I want to remind you of the rules of the game. First of all, I'm going to ask you 5 true or false questions each on Ghana. I will ask Ambrose 5 questions, then I will ask Robert 5 questions, then I will ask Rita 5 questions. And those questions are worth 1 point each, and you have 2 seconds to answer. At the end of 2 seconds, you'll hear a bell which sounds like this. And if you haven't yet answered, you know that you've been bailed out. And it's simple, true or false, so you shouldn't take much time. You either know it or you don't, or you want to make an educated guess, okay? So after that, we go to the multiple choice round. And with that, you have 5 seconds to answer. I will ask you a question and I will give you 4 options. And I want you to give me the real answer. I don't want you to say option 1 or option A, option B. For example, if I ask you a question like, who was the immediate past president in Ghana? Flight Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings, Mr. John Evans Atta Mills, John Dramani Mahama, or Kwame Nkrumah? Of course, the answer is John Dramani Mahama. He's the immediate past president before Nana Akufo-Addo. But I don't want you to say the 4th one or the 3rd one. You have to give me the answer. If you don't do that, I will not be able to give you the point. So with that one, you have 5 seconds for each question. I will ask the question and I will give you the 4 options before the countdown begins. All right? So if the question is long and winding or something, don't worry about it, because the scorer will not start counting you down until I've finished giving you the 4 options. And you have 5 seconds to answer. You can, if you get it wrong and I say it's wrong, you can try again as long as you are within the 5 seconds. All right? At the end of 5 seconds, you will hear a bell which sounds like this. And I hope none of you get spelled out, okay? Then after that, you're going to take the pointer and go and stand beside the map of Ghana. And I will ask you a question. I'll ask you 2 questions. And you will have 10 seconds to answer that question. You need to point to the answer. The answer will be found on the map. You need to point to the answer and at the same time project and tell us what the answer is, so we know that you are not just pointing at random, but you really know what you're talking about. You have 10 seconds to answer that question. I'll ask you 2 questions, and then those questions are worth 10 points each. So at the end of 10, and you have 10 seconds to answer. So at the end of 10 seconds, you hear a bell which sounds like this. Okay. So now let's assume that you got your 5 true or false questions right. That's 5 points. Let's assume that you got your 5 multiple choice questions right. That's another 25 points. And you had your 2 map reading questions correct. That's another 20 points. So the maximum number of points that you can get for round 1 is 50 points. Then after that, we tackle Africa. I ask you questions on any African country, basic questions, and we go through the same procedure with true and false, multiple choice, and map reading. So at the end of the contest, you can win 100 points. Now, as AAA has been telling us, if you come first, no matter what points you get, even if you didn't get 100, you are getting 1,000 cedis. Now, if you came second, then each question is now worth 10 Ghana cedis. So if you came second and your score was 77, that's 770 cedis. And if you came third and your score was 60, that's 600 cedis. So that's how the semi-final round goes. So each of you is going to win something substantial depending on how many points you get. So with that, I want to wish you luck again. And let's go for a quick break, and then we'll come back and go straight to the true and false questions.
Located on Adembra Road at East Cantonment.
We are ready now to start with the true or false. So I'm going to start with Ambrose in the red. Your 5 true and false questions. And your first question is this. In ancient Ghana, merchants were taxed 2 times the amount to take salt out of the kingdom as to bring it in. True or false?
True.
That is true, correct. Now your second question is, Fort Prinsenstein is in the central region. True or false?
False.
False. It's in Keta in the Volta region. Okay, your third question is, Ghana's immediate eastern neighbor is Liberia. True or false?
False.
False. Ghana's immediate eastern neighbor is Togo. All right. Now your fourth question is, the symbol of the Convention People's Party which led Ghana to independence in 1957 was the red cockerel. True or false?
True.
True. That is true indeed. And your next question is, your last true or false question is, the people of Hamale celebrate the Apo festival. True or false?
False.
False. The Apo festival is celebrated in Techiman, Nkranza, and Wenchi. All right. So that does it for Ambrose. And now we're going to Robert Lawson. Your first question. Hamale is a border town in the Upper West region. True or false?
False.
It's true. It's true. Okay. Your second question is, prior to 1877, Sekondi was the capital of the Gold Coast. True or false?
False.
False. Prior to 1877, the capital of the Gold Coast colony was Cape Coast, right? Your third question. Mr. Ivor Greenstreet was the presidential candidate for the Convention People's Party for the 2016 presidential elections. True or false?
False.
It's true. Ivor Greenstreet, okay? Your fourth question. Mr. Ko Aka served as vice president to J.J. Rawlings for 2 4-year terms. True or false?
True.
No, it's false. He served for only 1 4-year term. And your fifth question is, General A.A. Afrifa was one of the leaders of the 1969 coup that removed the President Akufo-Addo and Prime Minister Buzia from office. True or false?
False.
That is false. General Afrifa was one of the leaders that removed President Nkrumah from office. President Akufo-Addo and Prime Minister Buzia were removed from office by Colonel Achampong. So that was correct. All right. All right, Rita, it's your turn. The western border of the Western North region is Togo. True or false?
False.
It's false. She made it in the nick of time. Thank you. The western border of the Western North region is Côte d'Ivoire. Okay. Okay. Your second question. Mr. Philip Beho designed the national coat of arms. True or false?
True.
I'm sorry, it's false. Mr. Philip Beho composed the Ghana national anthem. Your third question is, Mr. Victor Owusu was the presidential candidate for the Popular Front Party in 1979. True or false?
False.
It's true. Your fourth question, 5 regions in Ghana share a land border with Togo. True or false?
True.
True. True. 5 regions in Ghana share a land border with Togo, and they are Volta, Oti, Northern, Northeast, and Upper East. All of them share a land border with Togo. Your fifth question is, the first woman to serve as Attorney General in Ghana is Betty Mould Idrisu. True or false?
False.
It's true. She was appointed in 2009 by President Atta Mills. Okay. Thank you very much. That was an impressive round, and now we're going to take a break and we come back for multiple choice. Welcome back, and we are going to go straight onto the multiple choice round. But before then, let's see how the quiz is shaping up. It's still very early, but we have Ambrose Clenham in the lead with 5 points, Robert Lawson with 2 points, and Rita Amuzu with 2 points. So here we go for the multiple choice. And Ambrose. Ambrose, your first question is, which of these men was part of the 1966 coup d'etat that brought an end to the First Republic in Ghana? Flight Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings, Colonel E.K. Kotoka, Colonel I.K. Achampong, General F.W.K. Akufo.
Colonel E.K. Achampong.
No, I'm sorry, that is wrong. It's Colonel E.K. Kotoka. Your turn. Robert. Which of these men was fatally shot on 28 February 1948 at the Christiansborg Castle crossroads by the colonial police in 1948 during a peaceful demonstration? Superintendent Salifu Dagati, Colonel Amedeka, William Oforiatta, Corporal Atipo.
Corporal Atipo.
That's correct, and well done. And we're going to Rita now. A children's park in Accra has been named after this lady to recognize her cultural advocacy for children, her contribution to the world of literature, drama, and art by her plays and stories. She was the brain behind the Pan-African Historical Theatre Project, PANAFEST, which was designed to bring together Africans on the continent and the diaspora together over issues like slavery. Some of her well-known books are Edufa, Foriwa, and The Marriage of Anansiwa. Who is this African leader? Mira Makeba, Efwa Sutherland, Hawa Yakubu, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Hawa Yakubu.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is Efwa Sutherland. A park has been named after her in Accra. Okay. All right. Back to Ambrose. Ambrose. She was a Ghanaian lawyer, judge, and women's rights activist. She was the first Ghanaian woman to become a lawyer and the first woman in Ghana and the Commonwealth of Nations to become a judge. Betty Moldy Drisu, Annie Jagi, Melody Millicent Dankwa, Alice Anum.
Betty Moldy Drisu.
I'm sorry, the answer is Annie Jagi. Betty Moldy Drisu was the first woman to serve as Attorney General. And now we come to Robert Lawson. What was the name of the coin that was used as currency in ancient Ghana? The golden penny, the golden dinar, the golden kwanza, the golden peso.
The golden dinar.
The golden dinar is right. Okay. Now we go to Rita Amuzu. Okay, Rita. On April 17th, 1967, there was an attempted coup which was aimed at overthrowing the government of the National Liberation Council. Ghana's Chief of Defense Staff was assassinated in the attempt. His name was Colonel Ike Kotoka. Which of these army officers were convicted and executed for the act? Lieutenants Arthur and Yabua, Captains Moses and Al-Hassan, Lieutenant Jones and Captain Manta.
Lieutenant Jones.
No, the answer is Lieutenants Arthur and Yabua. Ambrose, this is a geography question. What is the name of the navigable body of water that begins at the town of Yape in Ghana? Lake Busumtri, Glee Falls, River Ancobra, Lake Volta.
River Ancobra.
No, the answer is Lake Volta. Lake Volta is a navigable body of water and it begins from Yape. Robert Lawson. Which of these ethnic groups comes from the northern region? The Sisala, the Gonja, the Mampusi, the Nanumba.
The Gonja.
No, sorry, the Gonja come from the Savannah region. It's the Nanumba. The answer is the Nanumba. Okay, all right. Rita Amuz. Which of these ethnic groups, it's a similar question, which of these ethnic groups do not call the northern region their home? The Dagomba, the Nanumba, the Dagati, the Konkomba.
The Konkomba.
No, the answer is the Dagati. Yeah, they come from the upper west region. Ambrose, who was the second president of the Fourth Republic? President Jerry John Rawlings, President John Ajekum Kufuor, President John Evans Atta Mills, President John Dramani Mahama, who was the second president of the Fourth Republic.
President John Ajekum Kufuor.
Correct, that is correct. He was the second president of the Fourth Republic. The first president of the Fourth Republic, of course, was Flight Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings. Okay. Now we're going to Robert. Similar question. Who became the fourth president in the Fourth Republic? The fourth president in the Fourth Republic. President John Atta Mills, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President John Agyekum Kufuor, President John Dramani Mahama.
President John Dramani Mahama.
That's correct. He was the 4th president of the 4th Republic. The first was Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. The second was John Agyekum Kufuor. The third was John Evans Atta Mills. And the 4th was John Dramani Mahama. Correct. Okay. Now to Rita. Rita, who was Ghana's vice president in 2000 when President Kufuor was the president? Alhaji Aliyu Mahama, Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Alhaji Asuma Banda.
Please, possible answers again.
Alhaji Aliyu Mahama. Sorry, you've been bailed out. I'm sorry. The answer is Alhaji Aliyu Mahama. He was the vice president when President John Kufuor was president. Okay. This lady was born in 1917 and was the first Ghanaian woman to obtain a medical degree. She was medical officer in charge of the Kumasi Hospital and later the Princess Marie Louise Hospital for Children. Mary Grant, Susan Ofori-Atta, Mabel Dove, Equia Asabia.
Susan Ofori-Atta.
Correct, that's correct. She was the first Ghanaian woman to hold a university degree. This man was born in 1915 and by profession he was a surveyor. He had an incredible talent for art and his paintings and drawings are among Ghana's most acclaimed. He famously designed Ghana's coat of arms. Theodore Clark, Amon Kote, Philip Behu, Infrem Amu.
Amon Kote.
Yeah, you are right. All right, Rita, who was a member of the Big Six that headed the United National Convention, a political party, in 1979. He was a member of the Big Six and he led a political party in 1979. The political party is called the United National Convention. William Ofori-Atta, Edward Akufo-Addo, J.B. Dankwa, Obechebi Lamte.
Obechebi Lamte.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is William Ofori-Atta. He was famously called, nicknamed Pa Willie. He was a leader of the United National Convention. Thank you very much. And that brings us to the end of the multiple choice round. And we're going to take a break now and we'll come back with the map reading. Welcome back. Welcome back to Karimbu. We are still in the semi-finals and we are still on the first round, which is on Ghana. We are now going to go to the map reading aspect of the quiz. But before then, let's see how the whole thing is shaping up. We have the gold in the lead. That is Robert Lawson has 22 points. Ambrose has 15 points. And Rita has 2 points. So it's still early in the game. We haven't even gone halfway yet. We're just about to do half. So now we are going to take the map reading round and I'm going to call Ambrose to come and stand by the Ghana map and answer his 2 questions. So here we go. Okay, this is the semi-final round and I will tell you, I'll give you a clue before I ask you the question, you know. I will tell you what I'm going to ask you the question on. This is a question which has to do with Burkina Faso, even though it's a question about Ghana. So the question is this: which of these regions shares a border with Burkina Faso? Upper West region, Western North region, Western region, Savannah region.
Upper West region.
Upper West region is correct. Okay. So we go to your next question. I'm going to ask you a question which involves Togo. So even though this is on Ghana, locate Togo on the map and wait for your question. Okay, so which of these regions does not share a border with Togo? Upper East region, Eastern region, Northeast region, Northern region. One of them doesn't share a border with Togo.
Eastern region.
Eastern region is correct. Well done. Okay. Ambrose, well done. Okay, so now we are going to Robert Lawson. Robert, I'm going to ask you a question about the Upper East region. So locate it on the map and wait for your question. And the question is, the Upper East region shares borders with only two other regions in Ghana. One of them is the Northeast region. What is the other?
Upper West region.
Yeah, the Upper West region, that's right. Okay. Now, your next question is, this question is also about the Eastern region. So locate the Eastern region and wait for your question. And your question is, which of these regions does not share a land border with the Eastern region? Ashanti region, Greater Accra region, Central region, Western North region. One of them does not share a land border.
Western North region.
Right, you got it right. Okay. So Rita, it's your turn. Okay. So Rita, I'm going to ask you a question about the Ashanti region. So locate it and wait for your question. And your question is, bordering the Ashanti region on the south and the west is the northern region, the Volta region, the Savannah region, or the central region? Bordering Ashanti region on the south.
Central region.
Central region is the correct answer. Well done. Okay. And your next question is, your question is on the Atlantic coast of Ghana. Which of these regions lies on the Atlantic coast of Ghana? The Eastern region, the Ashanti region, the Oti region, or the Volta region?
The Volta region.
The Volta region. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was a great round, and they all did very well. I'm proud to say. I'm glad they've studied their maps. I can see. And thank you. We'll take a commercial break, and then we'll come back and tackle Africa. My name is Selma Al-Hassan, and sometimes I get interested in certain facts about Ghana and Africa and about our history. Not necessarily why certain things happened, but just that they happened. Did you know that John Dramani Mahama was the first Ghanaian to have moved from the position of vice president to president successively? John Atta Mills did not move directly from vice president to president. He lost two elections in 2000 and 2004 before winning in 2008. This is just a little tidbit from a book I wrote called Speaking of Ghana, Did You Know That? And the book is full of so much information about Ghana, about our personalities, and about our recent, interesting, sometimes turbulent history. It's been approved by NACA as supplementary reading for junior and senior secondary schools. And I have another book called Speaking of Africa, Did You Know That? In this book, I take every African country and write a little summary about it. Then I go on and give bullet points concerning things about the country. For example, what their capital is, what their currency is, where they are located geographically on the map of Africa, and a few facts about them. So after reading this book, Speaking of Africa, Did You Know That? You'll know just about everything interesting about Africa. You don't need to know the deep history or geography of any nation, but you know that it exists, and you know the kind of people that live there, the Africans that live there. So I have these two books which are on the market, and I encourage you to buy. You can find it at Delcam Bookstore, Amazon.com, Book Nook, EPP Books, and others. And you can call the number on your screen and order the books. Welcome back. We are now going to tackle Africa. My name is Selma Hassan. We are still on one of the semi-final contests of Karimbu. Very soon we shall be in the finals. Very soon we shall know who our finalists are going to be. We are now going to tackle Africa. But before then, let's see how the quiz is shaping up. And there has been a great round. In the last round, the map reading round was brilliant, and it has changed the scores. So we still have Robert Lawson in the lead with 42 points. Ambrose is 35 and Rita Muzu is 22. So welcome back, kids, well done. And we're going to now tackle Africa, right? Okay, so we start with true or false. And we're starting with Ambrose. Ambrose, here are your 5 true or false questions. First one is, Djibouti is an island, true or false?
True.
It's false. Djibouti is on mainland Africa, on the Horn of Africa in East Africa, okay? It's not an island. All right. Second question, Equatorial Guinea is a landlocked country in southern Africa, true or false?
True.
That is false. Equatorial Guinea is an island off the coast of West Africa. Okay, now your third question. Eritrea is located in the Horn of Africa, true or false?
True.
That is true. Your fourth question is, the Democratic Republic of Congo is in Central Africa, true or false?
True.
True. And your fifth question, in Djibouti, about 75% of the citizens live in the capital city, true or false?
False.
It's true. It's true. Okay. So now we're going to Robert Lawson. And here are your 5 true or false questions. The first one. The United States of America once colonized Nigeria, true or false?
True.
It's false. It's false. The United Kingdom, England, just like Ghana, is what colonized Nigeria. Yeah, the United States of America actually doesn't have any colonies in Africa, okay? Your second question is, the currency unit of the Seychelles is the Seychellois yen, true or false?
False.
False, right, it's false. It's the Seychellois rupee, okay? And your third question is, the currency of Sierra Leone is the Sierra, true or false?
False.
False. You got it? It's not the Sierra, it's the Leone. Okay? And your next question is, South Africa, the Republic of South Africa, sits on the shores of both the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean. True or false?
True.
True. Okay. And your fifth question is, the currency unit of Zambia is the Zambian kwacha. True or false?
True.
True, right. So that is it for the true or false questions for Robert Lawson, and now it's the turn of Rita. Okay. Rita, the currency used in Mozambique is the Mozambique dollar. True or false?
False.
False. Yes, she's right. It's false. It's the Mozambique metical. Okay. The Central African Republic is a landlocked country. True or false?
True.
True. Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right. Now, your third question. Before independence from France, Djibouti was known as French Eritrea. True or false?
False.
False. Yeah. It's false. Before independence from France, Djibouti was known as French Somaliland. All right? Okay. Your fourth question. Burundi can be found in West Africa. True or false?
False.
False. That is true. Burundi is in East Africa. East Central. Okay. And your fifth question is, the equator passes directly through Equatorial Guinea. True or false?
True.
It's false. Equatorial Guinea lies north of the equator. Very good. I'm impressed. And now we are going to go for a quick break, and then we'll come back and tackle multiple choice Africa, right?
a winner. There's 200 cedis as a token prize for the winner of each preliminary contest and 100 cedis as a consolation prize for runners-up. In the final round, the points become money. Each semi-final point is worth 10 Ghana cedis, but the winner gets the maximum amount of 1,000 Ghana cedis. No matter how many points back, the final contest is where the winner gets a whopping 5,000 Ghana cedis, and the runners-up get 50 Ghana cedis for each point they get. In the semi-finals and finals, the more points you win, the more money you get. Everyone who competes in Karimbu is a winner.
Welcome back to Karimbu. We are still in the semi-final game and we are about to go to multiple choice Africa. So before we do that, let's see how the quiz is shaping up. We have Robert Lawson at 46. We have Ambrose Clenham at 37 and Rita Amuzu at 26. So now we're going to take the multiple choice questions on Africa and we start with Ambrose. Ambrose, who was the first president of Botswana? Nelson Mandela, Robert Mugabe, Seretse Khama, Kwet Masiri.
Seretse Khama.
That is correct. Seretse Khama was the first president of Botswana. Now we go to Robert Lawson. And the question is, before 1984, Zimbabwe was called by another name. What was the former name of Zimbabwe? South Africa, Durban, Rhodesia, Pretoria.
Rhodesia.
Rhodesia, that's correct. And now we go to Rita, who was the first president of Nigeria. Olusegun Obasanjo, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, Goodluck Jonathan, or Nnamdi Azikiwe?
Goodluck Jonathan.
No.
Zambizo.
I think she got it right. She mentioned it wrong, but she got it. It was Nnamdi Azikiwe. So I'll give you that because you actually did get it right, but you just mispronounced it a little bit. Okay. So now we're going back to Ambrose. Ambrose, in October 2018, the Federal Parliamentary Assembly of Ethiopia voted unanimously to elect a career diplomat as the first woman president of Ethiopia. She is Mengistu Haile Mariam, Mulatu Teshome, Meles Zenawi, or Sahle-Work Zewde.
Sahle-Work Zewde.
Very good. I'm not sure if either of us got the pronunciation correct, but that is the correct answer. Okay. Now we're going to Robert Lawson. Robert, which of these countries uses the franc as its currency? The Republic of South Africa, Sierra Leone, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Nigeria?
Democratic Republic of Congo.
Congo, that's correct. Of all these countries I mentioned, it's only the Democratic Republic of Congo that uses the franc as its currency. There was a very long-serving leader of Togo who governed from 1967 until his death in 2005. Who was he? Gnassingbé Eyadema, Paul Biya, David Dacko, Thomas Sankara?
David Dacko.
No, Togo, that was Eyadema. Gnassingbé Eyadema. Ambrose, Bangui is the capital of which country? Cameroon, Benin, Central African Republic, or Angola?
Angola.
No, I'm sorry.
Central African Republic.
Right. You got in the nick of time. Okay. Now we're going to Robert Lawson. Luanda is the capital of Angola, Algeria, Botswana, Djibouti.
Angola.
Angola, that's right. Okay. Rita, which of these countries uses the kwacha as its unit of currency? Angola, Senegal, Madagascar, Guinea?
Guinea.
It's Angola. Sorry, Angola uses the kwacha. What is the currency used in Equatorial Guinea? The French franc, the Central African franc, the Equatorial kwanza, the Equatorial kwacha?
The Central African franc.
Right, brilliant. That was the right answer, the Central African franc. Okay. Robert, there is an African country which is the source of the world's longest river, the Nile. That country is also the home of half of Africa's biggest lake, Lake Victoria. It is also where Africa's highest mountain, Kilimanjaro, is. That country is Mauritania, Tanzania, Nigeria, or Guinea?
Tanzania.
Tanzania is correct. Right, okay. And Rita, your question is, between 1971 and 1997, the Democratic Republic of Congo was known by another name. What was it? Zaire, Dahomey, Southern Congo, Central Africa?
Zaire.
Zaire is right. Good. And now we're back to Ambrose for his 5th question. Ambrose, Asmara is the capital of Eritrea, Ethiopia, Eswatini, or Egypt?
Eritrea.
Eritrea is correct. Good. Okay, now we're going to Robert Lawson, and your question is this. Nouakchott is the capital of Morocco, Mauritania, Mozambique, or Mauritius?
Mauritania.
Mauritania is right. Nouakchott, the capital of Mauritania. Very good. Rita, who was the first Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo? Nelson Mandela, Patrice Lumumba, Felix Houphouët-Boigny, Hassan Gouali Aptidon?
Patrice Lumumba.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so happy and proud of you guys. But for COVID, I would have come over and hugged all of you. Well done for this round. Now we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back and tackle the map section of Africa. Welcome back to the final round, which is Map Reading Africa. And my name is Selma Al-Hassan, and before we tackle it, let's see how the quiz is shaping up. Robert Lawson maintains his lead with 71 points. Ambrose Clenham has 62 points, and Rita Amuzo has 41 points. And we are yet to do the Map Reading Africa. Well done. And here we go. Ambrose, please take your pointer and stand next to the map of Africa. I'm going to ask you a question about Malawi, and I hope you have an idea of where Malawi is. Locate Malawi and wait for your question. Your question is, what oceans border Malawi? The Pacific Ocean? None. Malawi is landlocked. The Atlantic Ocean or the Indian Ocean?
The Indian Ocean.
No, none. Malawi is landlocked. All right, Ambrose, your next question is on Angola. So please locate Angola and wait for your question. I hope you have an idea of where Angola is on the map. And here is your question. South of Angola lies Madagascar, Kenya, Uganda, or Namibia? South of Angola. South of Angola. South of Angola.
It's Somalia.
No, I didn't even mention Somalia. I said Madagascar, Kenya, Uganda, or Namibia. Now it's the turn of Robert Lawson. Okay, stand by the map, and I'm going to ask you a question about Mauritius. Okay, so which of these countries shares a border with Mauritius? Angola? None of them, because Mauritius is an island. Zambia or Zimbabwe?
None of them, because Mauritius is an island.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, that's the correct answer. And here we go. All right, this question is on Western Sahara. Okay, and your question is, Western Sahara lies on the shores of the Pacific Ocean, the Mozambique Channel, the Red Sea, or the Atlantic Ocean?
The Atlantic Ocean.
That's right, that's the correct answer. Okay, well done. So you're next. Rita, you are next. So Rita, your question is on Mozambique, all right? And your question is, where in Africa is Mozambique located? Southeastern part of the continent, northeastern part of the continent, southwestern part of the continent, or northwestern part of the continent?
Southeast part of the
Oh, wonderful. That is correct. Okay, southeastern part of the continent. Okay, and your next question is, which of these countries shares a land border with the Republic of Chad? Togo, Benin, Nigeria, or Cameroon? Chad.
Nigeria. Nigeria.
Nigeria. Yeah. She's right. It's Nigeria. So Rita got that question right. And we have now come to the end of the question and answer part of Karimbu program. And we are going to take a quick short break again. We'll come back and see who the winner is. We definitely have a winner who is going to be a finalist. Welcome back to Karimbu. We finished with the hard part. We have a winner. Robert Lawson has maintained his lead, and the two runners-up, Ambrose and Rita, are almost tied. They are separated by just 1 point. Robert has 91 points, Ambrose 62, and Rita 61. You've all done incredibly well. So I'm going to now put on my mask, my face mask, to conform with the COVID protocols, and I'm going to invite the producers to bring up the prizes. So let me first of all put on my mask. Okay, I'm ready. So producer, can you please bring me the prize for Rita Amuzu? Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Rita Amuzu today has won 610 Ghana cedis and 3 books. 3 books also authored by me. 610 Ghana cedis. Congratulations. Well done. I hope you will compete again in season 2 of Karimbu. You've done very, very, very well. But you know, in every competition, there has to be a winner. And you and Ambrose were almost tied. Well done, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much, Rita. Thank you for participating and everything. And now we're going to Ambrose Clenham. And I'd like to call my producer to bring forward Ambrose's gift. All right? So thank you, Ambrose. So now I'm inviting Ambrose to come forward for his money and his books. And Ambrose today wins 620 CDs and 3 books, also authored by me. Glory is with God, short story, People of Idni, a narrative poem, and Something is Wrong with My Affairs, a short story. Well done, Ambrose. I hope you compete again. You did very well, and I'm so happy and proud of you. Okay? All right. Okay. And now, can I ask the producer now to bring me Robert's gifts? Okay, thank you, thank you. And now I want to invite Robert to come forward and get his gift as the winner of the semi-final round. Robert in the gold gets 1,000 Ghana cedis and also 3 books also authored by me. Thank you. Glory is with God, The People of Idni, and Something is Wrong with My Affairs. Thank you very much and congratulations, and we'll see you in the finals. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us. I can now take off my mask, and thank you again and again for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. We're looking forward to seeing you again next week, and very soon we shall be in the finals and we'll know who the grand winner of Karimbu is. So thank you again. See you next week, and bye for now. Bye.